And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Vikings at 5-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. McCarthy off the play fake. Making the catch. This is the tight end Oliver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's good.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
They'll run with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
You don't see that a ton, do you, where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is third and goal. To the air with McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Disastrous outcome there on third and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Red! Vikings, 18 Cardinals, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw is Daniels. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebunam. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this one is incomplete. Look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger.
Now Daniels. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Brooks with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They will play action. Here's McCarthy. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And now an audible here into something else. Looking to throw McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Start the drive. It's a room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Looking to put a drive together.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
To the air goes Daniels. That's pulled in by Brooks. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jonathan Brooks with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
At their own 21-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you could it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No.
He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go now.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown,
Jonathan Brooks with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Vikings at 5 and 7 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be
touchdown, Vikings! Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have come back to make it a 2-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In motion is Gray. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. 2nd and 2. He'll get that complete to Alberto. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Cade York to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Eagle. Take over.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Breece Hall, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away.
For the Vikings.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Come on. Panther 11.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That's complete. It's Okuwedinam. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Jonathan Brooks on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Give to Hall running right. There he goes, right side. Breece Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
18 Cardinals. 60 Vikings, 60 Penny.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 27. Dave York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the air with McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 212 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go now. Go.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play, and just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Daniels looking to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw is Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
25 yards. First down, Washington.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Washington first down.
Once again, it's Brooks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings, 27.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 221 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's McCarthy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Paul want to give up the middle. And caught it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they need. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Down to about the 32.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, 31 yards. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive or the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He gets it underneath to Hall. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Running left, it's Hall. That second down play, that's a -4. Here's 3rd and 7.
The tackle made back at the 9.
Throwing is McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Up the middle with Brooks here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
On his own read, a handoff here to Brooks. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdowns.